edges. New year, new blessings. No fear, no stress. No overextending. No just lessons. No failures. No weapon that formed against you shall ever mess with your endeavors. No just lessons. New mail, new questions. New money that's printed. New life get to live in. It's a new year that's a given. Welcome to the new year. They say you won't, but you will. Climbing over two hills. I love you just like you feel. New year, new blessing. You will. Cause you next. Blue pills and no stress. This your life, get to live, and this is your life that you live in. I pray that you win, and know that I pray for your children. Know that I make some decisions, let go of the hurt you feeling. I wave in the building, this is amazing, I dig it. Know they gon' hate that you winning, but I get it, yeah. And you win it, yeah. I just pray that you get it, yeah. I just pray that you get it. Hey y'all. Hey. Welcome, 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 welcome. Come on in. I'm gonna give it a few seconds for some more people to join the stream. Y'all share the stream, share the stream. How y'all doing in this beautiful? I'm right at the Yo, Max, Ski. I'm trying to stream here. You guys there's no promo. There's no free promo, especially no dog promo. So cut it out. They start barking. Anytime they hear anything, they just start barking. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm right. Like I'm at the tip. I almost missed January 1st, 2026. That's crazy, right? I almost missed it, y'all. I was like, what? I mean, not missed it, but I missed it on going live. I've been saying all night long, like, oh, I'm gonna go live. We had a great meal, great time with the family. It's just amazing today. So I was like, I gotta do the stream. I gotta do the stream. And the whole time I'm sitting here like, yo, I gotta do the stream. I was like, I'm gonna do it at 9. Then I said, no, I'm gonna do it at 10. Then I said, no, I'll do it at 11. And I just kept procrastinating. And then the time it was scheduled for, I was running behind because I was recording something. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this real quick. But anywho, y'all, I hope your New Year's was wonderful. I'm so excited and energized for more life for everyone who has made it through 2025 into 2026. Okay? Um, made it through all the struggles, um, all the heartache, the adversity, everything. I mean, social media wise, politically, financially, all of it. Like, I really, really, really hope and pray that everybody over here at the Medaya movement and around the world and across Beyonce's internet, and y'all stop asking me why I call it Beyonce's internet. Because I can, because I am, and because I will continue to. You feel me? And some people come in my comments like, yo, why you call it Beyonce's internet? Because I said so. Because that's what I say. Like, that's like, come on. I say that all the time. But anyway, I digress. I'm really thankful for all of y'all who continue to show up and support the channel. 2026 is definitely going to be a year where I plan to double, if not triple, the size of this channel. I'm going to buckle down, y'all. I'm going to buckle down. I have a lot of files in the archives, things that have never been seen on Beyonce's internet that I'll be cranking out. And I mean it. I mean that. Okay. Now, I'll still be like, I won't have like a set schedule like that, but I'll be working on it. You guys should expect to see at least 2 to 3 streams from me, whether it be like 2 lives and 1 premiere, or all 3 streams be a premiere, something. Specifically, like the first quarter of the year, I'm gonna go hard and heavy because I really need to get a lot of this footage out of my devices, off of my drives, my flash drives, my disk. I need to clear more storage for what's to come. Okay? So that's definitely on the way. But I'm gonna run the track one more time for y'all who are just coming in. Y'all be sure to hit that like button one time. Go on ahead and feed Mr. First Name Alga, last name Rhythm, and then we'll get started with this update. New year, new blessings. No fear, no stress. No overextending. No L, just lessons. No failures. No weapon that point against you shall ever mess with your endeavors. No L, just lessons. New mail, new questions. New money that's printed. New life get to live, and it's a new year that's a given. Welcome to the new year. They say you won't, but you will. Climbing over two hills. I love you just like you will. New year, new blessing. You will, cause you next. Blue bills and no stress. This your life, get to live in. This is your life that you live in. I pray that you willing. Know that I pray for your children. Know that I made some decisions. Let go of the hurt you feeling. I wave in the building. This is amazing. I dig it. Know they gon' hate that you winning. But I get it. I get it. Yeah. And you winning. You winning. Yeah. I just pray that you get it. Yeah. I just pray that you get it. That's my song to y'all. New year, new blessings. All right. Okay, let's hop right into it. So, guys, 2025 was a pretty eventful year in the court system for Eligio Bishop, aka Nature Boy, aka Chief, life in prison plus 10 years without the possibility of parole. Before I even hop right into this, as far as the busy year in court and all this other stuff, I want to just make a public service announcement. Going forward, I'm just going to refer to this dude as Nature Boy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll actually refer to him as Nature Boy, and whenever appropriate, I'll throw in the chief life in prison plus 10 years without the possibility of parole. But I'm gonna drop the chief. I'm gonna just put life in prison plus 10 years without the possibility of parole. So I just want y'all to know that. I'm gonna drop I'm gonna drop the AKAs going forward. You know what I'm saying? Because I sometimes I be doing my editing and I'm like, I gotta say this, aka that, aka that. And I'm just gonna drop all that. I'm just Nature Boy or life in prison plus 10 years without the possibility of parole. All right, y'all rocking with it? All right, cool. Now let's get to the update. So 2025 was a very busy year in the court system for Nature Boy and Team Too Much. And my most recent video that I published today, premiered today on my channel, um, part two of his crash out on Christmas. And y'all, believe it or not, I still have, I would say maybe 2 more hours of footage to share with y'all. I'm just going through it and working it down, doing my edits, but it's 2 more hours of footage. And to be honest with you, it would have been more footage had my battery went low. I had hit record and went back to sleep. And when I woke up, my phone had, if you have an iPhone, your phone will be anything you're doing will stop. AKA like a video playing or music playing or whatever, it'll stop and that little warning will come up to ask you if you want to go to low power mode or whatever. So there's about maybe I would say probably a good 30 minutes of his ranting that I missed, but hey, I'm okay with that. But I'm still working through that, so y'all should be expecting more. But in that particular premiere that I did today, I made mention of a filing, and for each filing, I did say that there's a corresponding video explaining in more detail what each filing actually means, and things of that nature, like going into a deeper explanation. Damn, it's cold in the garage, child. But I'm finna go out here because my son is playing the game, so I'm gonna sit out here for a minute. But yeah, so because of that. I realized I didn't do a video for the denial, the October 23rd, 2025 denial. I don't have a corresponding video to that. And quite honestly, I was like, should I call the video an update? Because, like, this happened in October of 2025. And I said, oh, yeah, I could call it an update because ain't nobody else on Beyonce internet even talk about it. Nobody. This is the first time I'm reviewing it, and I haven't seen anybody else say nothing about it. So, hey, it's an update to me, and it's new information for everybody out here, right? So, let's get into it. So, on Thursday, October 23rd, 2025, the Northern District Court, which is the federal court, responded to Nature Boy's objections. Remember, guys, back in May of 2025, they filed for habeas corpus. Basically, Nature Boy was trying to challenge his incarceration, stating that he was being incorrectly held. Now, habeas corpus filing is it's a right for any person held in custody by law enforcement. If they feel at any stage of the game that they're not supposed to be incarcerated, they have the right to bring that issue in front of a judge. They have a right to force whatever entity is holding them, whether it be a county jail or a prison, to bring them in front of a judge, a federal judge, and confirm, validate, or provide sufficient evidence. I should say that would probably be the proper term, to validate their incarceration. So the initial determination by the court was to dismiss/deny the habeas corpus request. Nature Boy responded on July 7th, I believe, with his objections. Again, that's another right. If a court, whether it be state or federal, deny your filing or your motion, you have the right to appeal their decision. Now, whether or not you're going to win the appeal, that's a whole nother story. So where we're at right now, what we're discussing is the federal court, the Northern District Court of Georgia. They actually prepared a 6-page order. And as you can see it on the thumbnail, it states that the order is as follows. Petitioner's objection, which is the system at docket number 8, is overruled. And the report, well, it says on the screenshot or the thumbnail R&R, which basically means report and recommendations, listed and also filed in the PACER system at docket number 6, is hereby adopted as the order of the court. The petition, which is the habeas corpus, is dismissed without prejudice as unexhausted pursuant to Rule 4 of the rules governing Section 2254 cases and 28 USC Section 2254B. This court further agrees with the magistrate judge that the petitioner has failed to make a substantial showing of the denial of a constitutional right. I'm going to reread that part again. Now, this is him submitting his objection. Once he submitted his objection, the original judge who presided over his filing and dismissed it the first time is not the same judge that reviews it the second time. Second time around, a higher judge reviews it, right? So it says this court first
Agrees with the magistrate judge that the petitioner has failed to make a substantial showing of the denial of a constitutional right, and a certificate of appealability is denied pursuant to 28 USC section 2253C. Okay? Then they direct the clerk to close this case. And this is signed by Judge J.P. Booley on October 23, 2025. So let's break this down a little bit, okay? For those of you who are interested in knowing the meaning, those of you who, want to know a little bit more about what I just read. Let's dig a little deeper into it. The first thing I want to dig into is the part of is the part where of the court's order that states the petitioner's objection is overruled, and R&R and the R&R. I let y'all know that, basically the judge rejected the petitioner's arguments and is moving forward with the original judge's recommendations. Now, here's the breakdown of that in plain English. The petitioner's objections being overruled, the document filed arguing that he filed the document basically arguing that the magistrate judge was wrong. The district judge reviewed these objections and disagreed with them straight up. The district judge said, you know what? We're going to stand and adopt the original dismissal and denial. So the judge who reviewed Team Too Much's objections agreed with the first ruling. All right. Like I said before, a magistrate judge first reviewed the case and recommended that should happen. Okay. So whenever you see something like this or phrasing like this, it almost always means that the judge is in agreement with the original decision. Um, of course, in this case, Nature Boy loses on this issue, and the court is going to side with the earlier recommendation. Um, and there'll be no further relief given in this situation. Now, the petitioner, in this case, Nature Boy, has options. Definitely, there are options even after this ruling. There are options, and I'm sure that the courts will provide those options to Team Too Much. But as far as I'm concerned, y'all already know how I give it up. I'm not giving out no free game. So let's move on. So the next thing I wanted to discuss about this order is give you a little bit more information on Rule 4 of the rules governing Section 2254 cases. Now, this part really, when I did my research on this, y'all, I was like, okay, ah, okay. I was like, all right, now, this part, this rule allows the court to screen a habeas petition immediately, okay, before the state even responds. If the judge can tell from the face of the petition that the person is not entitled to relief, the court can dismiss it right away. No hearing required, no response from the state required. So, because this is the thing. This case right here that I'm discussing with y'all, its title is Eligio Bishop versus Macon State Prison. So even before the the prison responds to confirm and validate his incarceration, this decision was made. So the prison don't even have to respond. Okay? The 28 USC section 2254, this section deals with exhaustion of state remedies. I think I said it before to you guys. Team Too Much really thought that they were going to fly right above the Superior Court right there locally in DeKalb County, Georgia. They thought they were going to go to the highest court, the higher court, and get it overturned, and Nature Boy was just going to fly out of prison. No, that's not how it works. There's a chain of command. So let me read that again. 28 USC section 2254. That section deals with exhaustion of state remedies. A state prisoner must first raise their claims in state court before going to a federal court. If they don't do that, the federal court must dismiss the petition. Now, when this first happened, I already said to y'all, this ain't going nowhere. I didn't say why I knew it wasn't going nowhere. Because again, I don't give them free game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not up here trying to tell them how to do this, how to file that. No, hell no. But I knew this whole time. I was just like, well, let them go ahead and waste their paper and do what they do. Get their little prison, get Nature Boy get his little prison back together to write him a couple of letters and such. But I already knew the outcome was going to be this. Okay? So, what does this language mean usually when it's used together? Check this out. And I believe this is the reason for his recent Christmas crash out, y'all. This is the reason, you hear me? For his recent Christmas crash out. When a court cites Rule 4 plus USC Section 2254B in the same sentence, which happened here, it typically means the judge reviewed the petition and found the claims were clearly meritless, or the petitioner failed to exhaust state remedies, or both. Now, as a result, the court is dismissing the habeas position at the screening stage. So, in short, the court didn't even let the case get off the ground. Nature Boy's corpus, his federal petition, is dead on arrival. DOA. The only remaining move is typically, again, I am not giving out. What I'm not giving out, y'all? What I'm not giving out? Somebody put it in the chat. Free game. No free game. But I know what the next moves are. But let's move on. So the next item I want to discuss with you is the COA, the Certificate of Appealability. And I've touched on it before, but seeing as how this is a video that will stand alone, I'll give you a brief overview again. A certificate of appealability COA is basically a permission slip to appeal um, a federal to appeal to I'm sorry for a federal habeas corpus case. When an order says a certificate of appealability is denied pursuant to 28 USC section 2253C, which is listed in this denial, it means the judge believes no reasonable judge could disagree with this ruling, and the petitioner has not made a substantial showing of the denial of a constitutional right. Therefore, the petitioner automatic does not get an automatic permission the automatic permission to appeal. Okay? So, why does that matter? Why does it matter? Why does USC section 2253C2 matter, y'all? That statute sets a high bar. It sets a high bar. The issue must be debatable among jurists of reason, or the claim must show a possible constitutional violation. So what the court is basically saying is that this case hasn't even met the threshold. The paperwork that they submitted to the federal court has not even met the threshold. So for all of you supporters of Nature Boy out there, thinking that he's gonna get his appeal and thinking that all the paperwork he filing his paperwork is working, it's not. It's really not. And to be honest with you, the reason why I said this denial may, in my opinion, have a whole lot to do with his Christmas crash out is because he's starting to realize, like, you ain't moving nothing, boss. Nothing's happening out here. You home for real. He said it in his stream. He was like, I'm home. I'm cooling. Yeah, you really home. You home, Nature Boy. You home. He said he's in the womb of mama, getting taken care of. Stay in the womb of mama and stop filing all this paperwork. Enjoy your free board, room and board. You feel what I'm saying? Enjoy it. But yeah, y'all, that's the update to the update that I wanted to bring y'all. Cause like I said, I know it's a little late. It did slip by me. I'm not even gonna front. It really, really, really did slip by me. I didn't see this until I was doing my edits for his Christmas crash out. Because quite honestly, like I said at the onset of them filing the federal habeas corpus, I was like, this ain't going nowhere. So I'm not really shocked or surprised. But I said, you know what? This would be a great time to go ahead and provide a little bit more detailed information on whatever became of his case in the federal court system. Does anybody? I'm sitting in this cold ass garage. Man, it's cold in here. I'm about to turn on the space here. But y'all, anybody have any questions? Anybody want to laugh about it? Anybody? Anybody want to come up? Well, actually, I don't really want to drop the link because I don't know how to. I'm on my phone. I'm on my mobile phone, so I don't know how to cover the screen, and I don't know if anybody gonna try to come up here and play games, choke the chicken, act the fool. If I was on my computer, I would definitely drop the link. But yeah, can you get a recap? Absolutely, absolutely. You could get a recap. Just go ahead and start from join the replay game, Diodonis. No, I'm just playing. Let me go ahead and refresh the room. If you really want to know the recap in detail, you could the giant. It's not really made me. What the fuck, bro? Are you serious? I have a whole live cold, but you know what? What's that person's name? Gemini the Queen really made me not know what the f you said. What you said? I mean, baby. You know, you want to rephrase what you just said, or whatever you said, because I have a cold, and I don't know. I don't know if I need to go ahead and send you to the upper room, or if you just trying to be funny. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and let you rock the fuck out with that. I'm gonna let you rock the fuck out with that. Let me see. Um, Knocking on your door. Hold on. Oh, thank you. Have a whole cold. Yeah, I do have a whole fucking cold. But you know what? I'm the type of person. It don't matter what is going on. I let me tell y'all a funny story. I was on my way to work one day, right? Driving to work, and this car was speeding, and I could see them in my side view mirror. They were speeding, and they almost hit me. Almost ran right into me on the passenger side of the car. At the time, my oldest niece was in the passenger side, and I was dropping her off to work before I went to work, right? So I um I had to think I had to think quick on my feet. You know what I'm saying? I had to really, 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 really think quick on my feet because um if I didn't make the right decision, my oldest niece would probably not be here with us. This was what, 20, no, 2005. Yeah, 2000 and, I moved down here in 2003. Yeah, it was '05. So I I moved the steering wheel to the right to kind of like swerve away out of their way. I got out of their way, but I overcorrected the damn car, man. I sure did. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna blow my nose so that Gemini won't feel too bad about me having a cold. You want to send me some money for some Theraflu, Gemini Queen? Would you like to go ahead and send me some money for some cough medicine? I mean, I have cough medicine, but you sure can send some more. One can never have enough fucking Theraflu. But anyways, I overcorrected the car, and then I hit the damn median. The median that separates both sides of the highway. My car hit that median. I was in a Dodge. And my car flipped 4 times from one side of the highway. It was a 3-lane highway. My car flipped 4 times and ended up, I was in the far left lane, the fast lane, and my car flipped 4 times, ended up in the breakdown lane on the other side of the highway, not oncoming traffic. I'm talking about the 3-lane highway. We flipped 4 times, ended up in the breakdown lane, and my car was actually, when it landed, It was facing oncoming traffic. Yo, it all happened so fast. It all happened so fast. But the only thing I could think about was my niece, yo. That was the only thing I could think about. I looked over at her, I was like, yo, you good? And my niece, I was feeling something warm, like, just like, I felt real warm on the top of my head. And my niece looked at me like, and I'm looking back at her, and she looked like she was in shock. She looked like she was in shock, like she has seen something that just terrified her. And I was like, what's wrong with you? And she was like, Auntie, you bleeding. Bro, come to find out, I had split my head split open. My head split open, y'all. The steering wheel, first of all the airbags deployed. The steering wheel, there was an airbag in the steering wheel, that one deployed. Airbag on the side of windows, the top of the car, everything. It was like a big ass bubble in the car and a whole bunch of like dust, I guess, from the airbags deploying. And yeah, my forehead was busted wide open. My head split open to the white meat. Like you could actually see, like, it was crazy. And then the blood started dripping down like my nose. And I started, realizing, like, oh shit. Yeah, yeah, my head is busted open. So the police came, ambulance came. Mind you, I'm still in shock, so I don't feel nothing. I didn't feel nothing. I was just chilling, like, well, yeah. They were like, "Come on, ma'am, you gotta go in the ambulance." I was like, "You sure?" They was like, "Yeah, yeah," because I hadn't yet seen what happened. My niece saw, but I didn't see it yet. So they rushed me to the hospital to get me there, and I went to Wake Med, and they were like, we're gonna bring a specialist in. We're gonna bring a plastic surgeon in, a specialist. We're gonna have to do staples on your head, because my when I say my head bust open, I mean my head bust open from the middle of my skull to right above my eyebrow. So from the middle of my skull to right above my eyebrow, my head was open. So they had to shave my head. They had to do the stapling and stitching or whatever. Then they had the plastic surgeon come in, and they like, I guess they made the skin supple again, because with all the dry blood and stuff, they have to loosen it and make it like skin again. And he sewed it up. He sewed it up in such a way that if I don't tell you and point it out to you, most people don't even notice it. He did an amazing job. If I don't point it out to you, because I still have the scar on my forehead, it's like a hook. It's a small hook that leads all the way back to the middle of my head. If I don't say nothing about it, people don't even notice it. Never, ever, ever notice it. But it's there. So, oh, and also, I partially severed my pinky toe, y'all. I almost lost my pinky toe. I was so damn mad, but peep game. So they gave me some type of pain reliever or whatever. They gave me pain reliever, pain pills. And I ain't never been, I'm still not the type of person to take pain pills, because I don't like how they make me feel. But once the shock wore off and the pain started to set in, I was like, I have to take something. This hurts. So I took a half, right? How about I went to sleep and didn't wake up until the next day, y'all? Off of a half a pill. I think, oh, it was an oxycodone. That's what it was. And I took a half of the pill. I didn't even take the whole pill. I fell asleep for about 24 hours. I was asleep. But I think it could have been a mixture of like shock plus the narcotic. But either way it goes, I ain't taking no more. So then, like a week after that, I called my boss. I was like, yo, gee, I'm coming to work. And, of course, I had to tell him what was going on, because I was supposed to open. So I didn't make it that day. And, he was checking in with me, updates and stuff like that. So he says to me, he was like, I'm not letting you come to work. I was like, yes, you are. And he was like, no, I'm not, not without a doctor's note. Let me tell y'all something. I went up to that hospital. I told the ER doctor, whoever saw me, I was like, listen, I need a note to go back to work. First of all, I've been a single parent my whole children's life. So I wasn't gonna miss no money. I wasn't nobody. I don't. I was breathing. I couldn't wear a shoe because of my pinky toe. But and everything else was wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, why I can't go back to work? So I got a note from the hospital, and I brought my behind back to work the next day. Yo, my manager was so mad at me. He was like, yo, why are you even here? Like you he was like, your head is split. I was like, yeah, it's split, but can't nobody really see. It's bandaged up. I have, like, the weave on. Can't nobody tell really. I mean, because like, come on. He was like, yo, you crazy. But I say that all to say that a little cold ain't fucking with me. It'll take a whole lot to take me the fuck out. It'll take a whole lot for me to get off my grind. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not the type to go shrivel up in a corner because I don't feel well. If I ever shrivel up in a corner because I don't feel well, then there's definite cause for concern. Y'all should be like, what is going on with Medea? Is she okay? Whatever. Nah, a little cold, that ain't nothing. I took my herbs, I drank my tea, I called my aunts. I got my aunts because they know I'll be in voodoo and stuff. I had them pray for me, all of that. I did everything, and I was like, I'm good. Like, let's move on. But yeah, I don't play when it comes to, like, doing my thing. Oh, I'm gonna do my thing. So I just had to let y'all give y'all that little story. But let me do the recap real quick. So long story short, the filing that Nature Boy made in May in the federal court system, initially it was denied in June. Y'all already know that because I updated y'all on that. And he submitted an objection promptly in July, right? Because he wasn't satisfied. He wasn't satisfied with them rejecting it, and it's his right. He could appeal a decision. There's nothing wrong with that. So, October at 23rd, 2025, the district court judge, who is a higher judge, dismissed and denied his objection and his request to proceed with his habeas corpus petition. So that's DOA. That whole filing in the federal court system, it is DOA. And I feel like that's why he's kind of crashing out right now because, I mean, he been saying he coming home since he was in DeKalb County Jail. You know what I'm saying? So I think the reality is finally setting in for him that no matter how many malicious prostitution videos they make, no matter how many fraudulent things they say, like new evidence, the Rolling Stones article, blah, 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 all of that, I think he's realizing, like, this is a serious situation and it's going to take a professional to assist him in actually getting any type of action whatsoever. Now, I'm not saying that he might not be able to get any action, but if you listen to the full length of this live stream, what you will hear and understand is that the federal court says that Nature Boy has not proven or provided any sufficient information to show any violation of his constitutional rights. No violation. None whatsoever. Okay? So they can scratch that off the list. None. There's been no violation according to the Northern District Court, the federal court in Georgia. So with that, my guys and gals, I'm going to get up out of here. Gemini, you want to hit me up on the Cash App? Because you acknowledge that I have a cold. So, yeah, go ahead and hit a sister off. I could probably get me some more herbs and also some more cough medicine, cough drops, some Vicks, maybe a vaporizer, and all that sugar honey iced tea and knock this out. Cause I'm about to get on my bully. I'm about to get on my grind up here. What? Y'all, it's going down in 2026 for me. I don't know about y'all. I'm excited about 2026. I am. It's more life. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, y'all, I'm going to play us out. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already hit that like button, please take a moment and do so now. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing today. Be sure to set your notifications to all so that you're notified when I go live or add new content. And also, I wanted to give a big shout out to all of my new subscribers. Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I hope you stick around. There's a lot more content that's coming. And let's congregate in the comments, y'all. Y'all have any questions? I'm here. Oh, you know what? I should read the comments because I can, but my battery's low. Shit. If y'all want me to read y'all comments, or is there any good comments that I should be reading right now? Can somebody put some emojis in the chat? Because I'll go get my charger and read the comments. Let me know in the comments, y'all. Mods, anything interesting in the comments I need to respond to? Drop me some emojis and let me know. I don't see none. Blue bills and no stress. This your life, get to live, and this is your life that you live in. I pray that you will, and know that I pray for your children. Know that I made some decisions, let go of the hurt you feeling. I wave in the building, this is amazing, I dig it. Know they gon' hate that you winning, but I get it, yeah. And you winning, yeah. I just pray that you get it, yeah. But you know what? I will say that in the onset of this cough, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I was really fucked up. I was out there, like, for real. I think I slept. I slept like, oh my god, I slept so crazy. It was insane. It was absurd. All right, I see there ain't no questions. Lisa, thank you so much for dropping my cash app for Gemini Queen. You see the cash app right there? Anybody else? We passing the collection plate around. Yo, who got? Oh, damn! People getting blocked out here. They spamming the chat. What's going on? Do you, girl? Theraflu don't work, child. What? Oh, why you put her? Did you put her in timeout? Gemini was just wanting some attention. That's all. Um. Oh, somebody said, "Why'd you block?" Why you advocate for people who get blocked over here, girl? That's the quickest way to get blocked, baby. Still still don't cash grab. Oh, that's why you got blocked, Amber. How about you still don't mind your business? That's a problem. Oh, somebody already sent you to the upper room. Okay, good. Y'all can't tell me what to do on an unmonetized channel. My channel is not monetized. Yeah, and all the information and updates. Y'all, you ain't send Gemini up. I think Gemini needs to go up too, cause she started all the BS. Bye, Gemini. Can't nobody see you no more. You no longer in timeout. We bid you adieu. Now get the fuck out of here. Okay, y'all. Let me go. Let me go, y'all. All right. Thank you so much, mods. Chat. Bush babies, I see you. New subs, I see you. I don't know what to tell y'all. I could only be me. I don't want to be nobody else on this planet but me. Okay? Nobody. Unapologetically. I'm out, y'all. Later.